Ladies and gentlemen, she is taking talk shows to another level. She will inform, inspire, educate, and entertain you. And she is funny. It's Aisha on the A Show.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm so excited today because it's time for the A Show, and I am your girl, Aisha. Once again, I'm here to invade your space. Anytime I come your way, I trust that together, inspire each other, I inform you, I entertain you, and hopefully educate you as well. I'm excited to be coming your way this evening, most especially because we're in the month of October. And as you all know, October, we talk about cancer. Cancer, cancer, cancer. But we are more about breast cancer. This evening, we're going to be discussing breast cancer. I'm excited because at the end of the show, I want to believe that we all would learn a thing or two. Call a sister, call a loved one, your wife, your girlfriend, your daughter, because what we are going to be discussing is all about her, she, and I. We'll go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Aquaba is the feeling of joy when you know you are home, where you sleep in luxury and comfort, and wake up to the breeze of the Atlantic Ocean. Aquaba to Labadi Beach Hotel, where the food is fresh and the smiles are genuine. Now you know you are home. Ghana's finest 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel. The legacy lives on.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, you are watching the A Show, and I am your girl, Aisha. I'm here with a beautiful, beautiful doctor. I am so excited when I meet young women who have the head to learn, and just come out and love what you're doing, and they come and add their voice to impact the society. Since we're talking about breast cancer, I'm excited that we didn't get a doctor that is a male. Yeah, it's all about females today, but we got ourselves a beautiful, young female doctor who is here to share with us and educate us. Dr. Selassie, it's her name. My sweetheart, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great. It's your first time on the A Show. You're welcome on the A Show.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
Oh, really? High five. There we go. There we go. So Selassie, you're welcome on the A Show. Like you know, we're talking about breast cancer. Yeah. It's the month of October. What a nice way to do this. So together we can impart knowledge on our viewers and especially on women.
Yeah.
So in my house we call it Lulu.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we're talking about breast cancer today.
Yes.
When we say breast cancer, what are we talking about?
Okay. So breast cancer, just so that the audience understand, it's not just for females. Actually, breast cancer can affect both males and females.
But predominantly,
predominantly females. Cancer is like fast-growing cells. So cells that multiply very fast, and then they can form lumps or tissue, like masses or something. So any fast-growing cell that's grouped together and then has probably occurred in the breast, that's breast cancer. So that's how come if you have the same fast-growing cells, but let's say they occur in the lungs, that's lung cancer, or maybe in the colon, then that's colon cancer. But for breast cancer, is when it occurs in the breast.
In the
tissue,
breast
yes.
tissue. And for my little, information, there isn't a root cause of how we get cancer.
Yeah, there are some environmental factors and lifestyle, and then genes that predispose you to various cancers. So for like breast cancer like this, there are certain genes that people are naturally born with that are prone to having breast cancer, but there's no like specific cause that we can point that, oh, this particular thing causes breast cancer. But there's certain genes that predispose you, certain lifestyle.
Okay.
Yes.
So what can you take us through some of the lifestyles, you know?
The older you are, the more likely you are to get breast cancer. It can occur in young people too.
So what ages are we looking at?
It's more likely to occur in people who are like 40 years and above.
And above,
Yes,
okay.
but it can occur in any age. It's just that with increasing age, the likelihood you have breast cancer is higher.
Okay.
Also, lifestyle, like you said. So smoking will predispose you to breast cancer. Yeah, tobacco smoking in particular.
Okay.
Then alcohol consumption, and then in large quantities. And then eating inappropriate foods like fatty foods. All these things predispose
Fatty
you. Yeah,
foods.
very fatty, very unhealthy food predispose you to breast cancer.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So, in as much as there isn't like a real root cause
No.
of cancer, our lifestyles and
Yes.
the things that we eat can actually also, you know,
Predispose us.
expose us to breast
Yeah.
cancer. Interesting. So then there's a cause.
Yeah.
I mean, if,
Sort of.
if
It's multifactorial,
yeah, because
but
if we're
yes.
looking at it from that angle, then then because if lifestyle plays a
Yeah.
major role
Yeah,
in
it
your getting, so is it hereditary?
Yeah, so if you have a strong family history, meaning maybe your mother, your aunt, your sister, the likelihood of you getting breast cancer is actually about almost 4 times
Higher.
than an average person who doesn't have any family history of breast cancer. And then if you have a family history of other cancers like ovarian cancer, you're also predisposed to having breast cancer.
Ovarian cancer.
Yeah, other
Wow.
cancers, yeah.
Okay.
Also, you are likely to have breast cancer. Beyond that, too, there's these the oral contraceptives that we take. And then people are on hormonal therapy for different reasons. All these things predispose you to breast cancer. It doesn't mean it will cause breast cancer. So that's why when you're on the oral combined contraceptives, it's good to check with your health personnel so that they monitor you because you are prone to getting breast cancer.
Interesting. So I guess at what point do I have to, you know, be worried that I might have breast cancer?
There are 2 parts. If there's a history part where if your family or somebody has had breast cancer or the other related cancers that I mentioned, you should probably visit the doctor so that we do a clinical examination. There's also the option where when you are home, you look at your own breast. So if there's any breast changes, maybe one has become bigger than the other, or you notice that there's a mass in it, there's a swelling in it. If you notice that any changes, maybe your breast looks darker, one looks darker than the other, or one is significantly bigger than the other, or maybe any nipple discharge, anything. Yeah.
Okay.
If you notice, especially if you're not breastfeeding and then there's milk,
You're having
you should
discharge,
probably see
in your
the doctor.
breast.
Yes.
Okay.
So any of these things, if you notice these signs at home,
You know, because you know, at the time of a month,
yeah,
some of us go through like normal pains in our breast and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So those ones are normal, right?
to some extent.
Okay.
There's usually heaviness in the breast.
That's right.
Because of the
Yes.
hormonal
So it
changes.
hurts.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay. So
But
those
it-
ones are nothing to worry about.
Don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
But what you need to worry about is if it's only one that is extremely big and the other isn't, or it's not, like you said, time of the month. It's not time of the month, but there's something
Going on.
with your breast. You should probably see a clinician.
Okay. So I identify these changes. I go and see a doctor, and I'm diagnosed as having
Breast.
cancer in my breasts. I know that there are stages.
Yeah.
So take us through those stages.
Most
It's
of the time,
painless.
it's actually painless.
Ooh.
That's why most people report late, because you don't feel any pain. Ghanaians generally, we like, when we feel pain, that's when we go to the hospital.
Pain no crap. Sometimes we don't want to go.
You see.
Yeah.
So imagine. So generally, it's a painless lump that most likely is more cancerous than full lumps.
Okay.
So it's always better to go and check either way. Also, like you said, the stages. So we have different classifications that we know from medical school and then from our training. I don't want to bore you and your viewers with the various different types, but
don't bore us, but educate us.
Yes, but so there's the benign lesions and the malignant lesions.
Okay.
So there are
Benign.
two types. Benign.
Okay.
Benign meaning it's not, in lay terms, it's not scary.
Okay.
Yes, it's
okay.
a simple thing. Whatever it is that you're looking at is probably that is all. But when it comes to malignant lesions or malignant issues, that means the chances of it spreading is very high.
It's very high.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that you should be worried about.
That you should
okay.
be worried about. But it's hard to make that distinction by yourself at home. So
Definitely.
it's always better to come and then let's check you and be sure which type you have. If you have a breast lump. Also, when after we find out that this is actually breast cancer, we have different staging that we use in the medical. There's the TNM staging where we use the tumor, the mass itself, the lump size. We can use maybe it spread to other places, and then it spread to the lymph nodes. Then that would make us distinguish which stage you are in and which treatment option is better.
It's better
for you.
Okay, so you come and you're told that you have. So can we call it stage 1 or stage 2, like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's like stage 0, 1, 2, 3. There's so many
stages.
classifications. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So the staging I was giving you is just one of the stages that we use. Yes.
So let's say I come and I've been diagnosed and I'm in stage 3.
Yeah.
Am I okay?
No.
Am I in a good place?
No. So it's like 0 to 4.
Okay.
So there are different there, like I said, there are different parameters to look at. So we'll look at the tumor, the size itself. So if it's a smaller tumor and it's something we can take out simply, it's a different prognosis as to how you will survive it or not. If it's a small lump yet it has spread all over your body, that's a bad situation. So it doesn't have to do with necessarily the size of the mass, but how much it has gone into the rest of your body and the type of cancer it is. There are so many different types of cancer. There's the lobar carcinoma in situ. There's so many different types.
Now I'm scared.
You see, that's why I didn't want to go into that.
Now I am
but
scared.
Basically,
so many different types of cancers, and these all these cancers can affect the breast and spread into your whole system.
Yes. To other
wow.
parts.
Okay, so let's restrict ourselves to the cancer in the breast.
Yes.
So is it also likely that you might get a cancer just on one breast and not the other?
Yes.
So in that case, what do you do to the other breast that is cancer free?
So it depends on what type of cancer. Like as I said, the risk factors that predispose you. Having breast cancer in one breast actually makes the chances of another breast cancer in the other breast
being
very high.
infected.
Yes.
Okay.
Being affected very high. So what we do is that usually we tackle the sick breast in general, but depending on the type of cancer that we find, some people will opt to remove both breasts completely, or maybe remove just one and keep the other one, or remove one and then monitor you continuously to see if anything else will happen in the other breast. So there are different options based on what you are diagnosed with.
Viewers, it's getting very interesting. Different kinds of cancers, and I'm scared already. But no, don't be scared. That is why we're doing this, so that you and I are both informed, and so we can check ourselves into the hospital before it gets out of hand. We'll go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
It's Aisha on the A Show.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, we're talking about breast cancer. Like I said, if it doesn't affect you, it affects a sister, a mother, a wife, a daughter, a cousin. So it affects all of us. And from our discussion, we've been informed that it doesn't only affect women, it does actually affect men as well. But predominantly, it's actually a disease or a condition that affects women more than men. So it affects you and I. So, as we've come back, Salasi, before we went on the break, Dr. Salasi, I was saying that you were scaring me.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So don't hold anything back. Give it
Sure.
all to us so
Sure.
that together we can inform and also give hope to our viewers.
yes.
It's very important.
Yes.
So cancer is here. And we don't actually have a core, root of how we get affected by it. But somehow it's here. We're getting affected by it. And we're actually saying that people's lifestyles and stuff is making them also get affected. But it's a condition, I like to call it, because people live with it, people have survived it. But it can be very, very, very complicated and cumbersome. So we talked about one breast being affected, and you said that it's very likely that, both can be affected at some point. So we have treated one breast. One breast was supposed to be okay. It gets affected. Do I come back for you to cut it off as well?
So it's not like you come back and then we cut it off. The one breast that is affected, we have to do our own clinical
Is
examination.
it, before I even go there, is it always that when you get affected by, your breast is affected by cancer, you need to cut it off? Is it always the case?
You don't need to cut off the whole breast.
So what do you
Sometimes
do? You take the
there's-
lump,
Yeah, the lump out.
the lump out.
Yes, there's something.
But your
called-
breast is never the same.
Yeah, it depends on the location
So
of the
you
lump.
doctors, you are very bad. Oh. So you look at somebody's breast and you cut it. Why?
Oh no, it's to save your life. So technically, yes.
Okay.
So it's not like we generally cut off your breast, your entire breast. So it depends on the size, like I said. If it's a small thing that doesn't, and it's not bad, you can just take that lump out, and then it will just be a small wound on your breast.
On your breast. Okay.
But if it's really bad, or it depends on the type that we find out when we do our testing, then we might just take off the whole breast. We might even take the second breast out just to be safe. That's
that for a woman's beauty, you cannot, flaunt how beautiful you are without your breast, because it's part of who we are naturally. So I come, you've diagnosed me, I have a problem with my breast. You cut some portion of it out. How does the patient feel whole again? Do you take them through certain processes that make them feel that, we've corrected this, but you're still, okay? Does it affect them, in terms of their well-being after that? How do they go about it? What do you put them through so that they feel well again,
So usually when you come in like that, part of our job is to actually counsel you
okay.
extensively about what is going on. So we discuss with you your options, and then we tell you some of the side effects of the treatments that we give you. So like you said, women, part of our beauty is our breasts. So when you take it out, it's not that simple. So there's usually psychological part of it, which we have trained people who can counsel you through that process. So then your sexuality, you don't lose your sexuality in the process. You can lose your breast and still be a very sexual woman.
Sexy.
Yes, a very sexy woman. And then you have other options. In advanced countries, they actually do, they can do
implants.
Implants, yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. They can put in implants for you, so then you still have the fullness. Maybe you will not have the nipple, or some people actually tattoo the nipple back on the breast. There's so many,
I was actually going to go there as well. That do we, Ghana as a country, because we're here in Ghana and we're talking about breast cancer, so we need to actually bring it down here. Are we well equipped? Our institutions, are we well equipped to actually treat cancer situations as much as is being done, out there?
Our system,
should I be worried if I'm diagnosed that I have breast cancer? Should I be worried, especially if I don't have the means to go out there and seek medical treatment? Should I be worried that I'm going to die, or I'm going to lose my breast, and lose my sexiness because I don't have the monies to go out there and rely on doctors here to heal me completely? It's a concern.
Yeah, it is. It is a
Talk to
genuine,
me.
It is a genuine concern.
Are we really equipped here
Yeah.
to take care of breast cases, the breast
Yes.
cancer cases?
Yes, my answer is yes.
Really?
So yeah, because breast cancer is usually managed by surgeons, but you usually come to your general practitioner and then maybe they refer you to the surgeons. So there's so many facilities. We have our Kolibo in different facilities, even smaller facilities, where we can manage breast cancer. Because the management options, like I said, removal of the mass can be done by qualified surgeons. Mastectomy, which is removal of the entire breast, they can do it too. So as for saving your life or curing you of the disease based on the stage you are in, it's very possible in Ghana here. Like any any hospital facility can sort that out for you. So that's not a problem. The ones I was mentioning earlier on was some of the advanced
Ones.
yes, management options that they have that we don't necessarily have here. But we do have plastic surgeons who can correct the deformity to some extent, whilst the psychologists also take care of the mind part, and then the surgeons also take care of the mass.
So do we have doctors that do the implants here as well?
Yeah, we
We do.
It's not very common, but we
Okay.
do. We have plastic surgeons who can do the breast.
The implants?
Yeah, for you.
I see. So, is breast cancer killing our women?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. It's actually the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the world.
That's scary.
Yes. It's
Very scary.
Very bad.
I think that we haven't made so much noise about it enough. And so, I mean, just even talking about cancer in the month of October probably is not enough.
No.
I think that is something we should be talking about all year through, because the word cancer itself just scares a lot of people, you know. So to hear that it's killing us and is that prevalent, it's more alarming. And so probably that's why I urged if we have what it takes as a country to even cure and also get people, you know, to be in that place where once they hear the cancer, they don't feel like, oh, my death sentence is here. You know? Do we have enough doctors?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We have trained professionals. That's the thing about the general public needs to know. We have a lot of trained professionals who can actually take care of this condition, especially if you come in the early stages. And then we.
So at what stage is a no-no? At what stage?
When it has spread everywhere, even those the ones that have spread everywhere, we still have chemotherapy, radiotherapy. Outside the removing of the mass, we remove the mass, we give you chemo or radiation.
But it's already spread.
Yes, sorry.
So what are my chances? If I
It's
come
lower.
in and my cancer has spread to that point where I have to do radiotherapy and chemotherapy and the rest, it means that me and death, we are very close, Abby.
Yeah,
You need to be that honest with us,
Yeah,
because
'cause-
people need to know that, I mean, it's really killing.
Yeah.
And we need to take care of ourselves. You are responsible to your health as much as any other thing. So
True.
at what point, and how do you tell the patient that, you know what, we're just going to help you, you know, survive a few days or a few weeks or a few months? Because I know that it's part of your responsibilities.
yeah.
So Dr. Salasi, you look at somebody's face and you tell them that they are going to die.
Oh,
How do you say it? I want to hear it.
so
I want to hear it. Pa.
so there's a way to break bad news.
Okay.
There's a process
Okay.
with which you can break the bad news. But like I said, breast cancer is not, your survival rate goes lower the higher the stage of the breast cancer. If it has spread, your chances of survival is very low. There's something we call palliative care, where we take care of your pain until you pass on.
Ah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
so the earlier the better, like I said. So if it's to that extent where we have to give you palliative care, usually bring family in, or not necessarily family, but whoever.
Loved ones,
Yes.
close friends,
Close
whatever.
friends, And then we also have psychologists that help us do the process. So then there's a way that we counsel you and explain to you what has happened, and then what is next, and then how to put your face and all that. So that's why we are trying to prevent it, because most Ghanaians actually report very late when it has advanced. Because we sit at home and it's not painful, we are like, okay, we are not going to the hospital.
But why should I get to the hospital when there's nothing wrong with me?
That's the thing.
You only get to the hospital when you're feeling some pain, you can't sleep, you can't eat. I mean, like, something must push you to the hospital.
Yeah.
You see, so, I mean, we go around doing what we love to do without thinking that we're sick. But when in actual fact, there's something wrong with us.
Yeah.
So your advice would be what? That we do regular checks, or how do we get that routine done so that we are able to, as it is, save ourselves from this dreadful name
So
that has become like a death sentence to us.
breast cancer prevention, like I said, early screening. So every month, our advice is usually every month you do your own self-breast examination. Usually when your period starts, day 7 or 10 after your period has started, you do your own self-breast examination. I'll describe it to you in a few. So you do your own self-breast examination. So always advisable every 3 months or not, you see a doctor or a nurse or a health professional so they check you. Like you said, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so there's a lot of free ultrasounds, free mammography, and the others. So if you are younger, the ultrasound is a better option. If you are older and you have less breast density, mammography is better. So you can do that as often as you can, at least once a year or every 6 months. But at least every month you should look at your breast and then examine yourself. So the breast examination is very simple. You can do it at home. You just, like, if you're a breastfeeding mother, you make sure you have breastfed and all the milk is out before you do it.
Does it affect breastfeeding mothers as well?
Oh yeah, breast cancer can occur in
any time.
Yes.
Wow.
You can have it
wow. So that's news to me. You see, we're learning. You see, yeah, because I didn't know that.
Oh, it can happen to anyone.
Oh wow.
It can happen.
Oh wow.
So the breast examination, you can just in front of a mirror. So maybe you finish taking your.
But if you're a breastfeeding mother and you are infected by the cancer, it doesn't affect the child?
No.
Hallelujah.
No,
okay.
not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Good.
So what you can do is you take off your shirt, you look into the mirror.
It is advised that men also check their breast and that of their women,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That one they would do, but they don't want to be used as an example. Okay, very well. Okay, so there's this, I don't know whether it's a fallacy, that men, the more your breast is sucked, the less you are affected by breast cancer. Have you heard it before, Dr. Salasi? Dr. Salasi, I'm happy I'm cracking you, but have you heard about it?
Sadly, I have.
Sadly, you have. It means that it's a lie. And it's a big no-no. Because there are so many social media posts about this. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've come across
that
it.
women should allow their men to suck their breasts because they will be preventing breast cancer. Really? You just heard it here on the A show. It is not true. The men who are taking advantage of just sucking their women's breasts, you are not helping them with any breast cancer. Please let them go for free screening for this month because it's free, and subsequently let them learn to actually check their breasts every month by themselves, or go to the hospital to get themselves checked. If you like that breast, you might as well help them to go check it out. Yes, Dr. Salasi, I'm back. I'm being very serious here because this thing is so alarming, you know, and I think that we wait till the year gets to October, we make so much noise about it, and then it dies off, and then hopefully we get back to another year when we are alive. Yes, we talk about it again, and it dies off. I think that all of us need to add our voice to the fact that to drum it in people's ears, you know, that we need to all go and check it. I know that a lot of us don't even know how to even do that self-examination. So we come back to you. Please illustrate to us how we can do our own checks.
Okay.
I need the men to also watch so that you can do the examination for your wives and yourselves and stop sucking the lulu. Dr. Salasi, please go ahead. Illustrate to us how we can check that we don't have any issues with our breasts.
So it's quite simple. Like I said,
You would say that, but some of us, it's not simple for us.
Okay. So you just look into the mirror.
Okay.
You preferably topless.
Topless, okay.
Yes. So then you look at your breast. That's why it's good to do it every month, so that at least if something is changing, you'll be able to notice that,
tell
oh,
because you know
this-
how it feels
how
like.
it looks like or
Yeah.
how it feels like. So you look and see if there are any clear changes like I described earlier. Then if depending on what you see, or even if you don't see anything, that's fine. You can so if you are coming to do the right breast, you put your left hand your right hand behind your head, and then you use the left
Like that?
palm. Yes, like this. And then you use the pads of your palm here, this side. Yes. And then whilst you place your hand right behind your head, you go in a circular motion.
Demonstrate it. I'm trying to do what you're doing.
You go in
We're educating.
you go in a circular motion like
Circular
this.
motion,
Yes,
like that.
like this.
Okay.
And then so
Beneath
don't wear
it
a
as
bra,
well.
just
Of course, we
yes,
have bras
empty
on now,
breast,
but
yeah.
if you're doing it, of course, you don't
Yes.
need to have any bra
Yes.
on.
So then
Okay.
you go and you push it against your chest.
Your chest.
Yes, you push
Okay.
it against your chest.
You need to feel that
Yes.
your breast like touches your
Yes,
chest like
yes.
that.
It's like you're pushing it against your
Okay.
chest. And you go in a circular motion while you do it. And then when you finish, you go up into your breast, into your armpit.
Armpits.
Yes.
That's right.
Because actually the breast tissue extends into your armpit, so you
armpits.
can go all the way up
Okay.
there to see if you feel any lumps or anything. Then when you finish, you squeeze to see if there's any discharge. or
Discharge.
anything
Okay.
from the nipple.
Okay.
So you repeat the same thing.
You
on
repeat
the
the
other
same thing on
breast.
the other breast. So if you don't get any discharge coming out, if you don't have any lump
don't
in
feel
there,
anything.
you don't feel any pain, you don't see any discolor,
Yeah,
it means that we're good.
we are good. We are fairly
Wonderful.
safe.
We're fairly safe.
Yes.
But you advise that we do it every month.
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe every quarter
Yeah,
you check
you
yourself
yeah.
into the hospital
And let
and just
a
also
health
get that
professional do it.
professional check.
Yes.
Wonderful. At what point do you say you're done, you're a bad situation?
As in you, the patient,
Yeah,
you say you are.
you tell the patients, me, that Yamutu.
Like I said, if it's spread and then we've tried our treatment and it's not very successful, usually it doesn't sound very good. And when it has spread, generally it's not good. Like it
not-
has gone to your lungs and maybe your kidneys.
Have
and
you had
your leg
more
and things.
more cases of saving lives, or when you look at the statistics
Yeah.
that you have, because you're saying that it's more prevalent, people are
Yeah.
dying out of
Yeah.
that. So the death and the survivals, what are the rates here in this country?
yeah,
I'm not even
so-
looking at
yeah,
globally.
so-
I'm talking about Ghana.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Sadly, in Ghana, usually it's late cases that come.
So we're losing more
we are
than
losing
we're
more,
saving.
Yes.
What a shame.
But to be fair, it's improved over the period with the awareness, the October that we celebrate and things. But generally, we see a lot of late cases, really bad cases that have stayed at home and used herbal medication.
Ah.
Still is so bad that even when they walk into the hospital, is something we call fungating mass, which is smelling. So the whole hospital that's how bad people wait.
And they sit in their house with that smell.
Yeah, because it's not painful.
I hear you find worms or is it maggots or stuff in the breast.
It's usually from the herbal medication that they apply. So
And they all come to the hospital when they're having those things come out of their breasts.
when it's pretty bad, they wait till it's really bad before they come.
Okay, so I'm excited that the Speaker of Parliament has asked that they add the treatment of breast cancer to our NHIS as a country. I think it's very, very refreshing to hear that, and I hope and pray that it's something that is going to be effective, because we also know that people would shy away from even coming to the hospital. Probably that's why they even settle at churches or some spiritualists and the rest, because they also don't have the means to come and see doctors. So because also they don't have the education, in terms of information. Actually, it's not about education, it's about information. So they're not well informed to actually seek medical treatment.
Yeah.
And so they end up at yours when it's
Pretty
pretty late and bad. So Dr. Selassie, it's been very, very informative having you on the A show. You're going to leave us soon. It's a shame. You have such a pretty face, Dr. Selassie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I would have loved to still continue talking with you so I can also look at your pretty face and your beautiful smile. I'm not flattering you. I'm being very honest. Brutally honest. That's how I am. So don't think that I'm Dr. Selassie, it's been fun having you on the A show, but I need you to give us your last final words.
Okay.
Talk to us. That's your camera. Look in there and tell us. Give us a reason why we should rush to the hospital and get ourselves checked every quarter at least, as we also examine ourselves every month at home.
Yes. Okay. So, like I said, breast cancer, people are reporting very late. And when you come very late, it's very difficult to manage and then keep you alive. So we've noticed that over the period, as we've done this awareness programs, people are reporting early and we are able to cure them completely of the disease condition. So it's always good to report early so that we can treat you and save your life. Because like I said, cancer-related death, breast cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death. That means it's very significant.
Yeah.
And it can occur in both men and women. So it's always good to get yourself checked, come in early, let's do the ultrasounds, let's do the breast examination, get it done early, find out if you have breast cancer, and then treat you of a disease that is actually preventable if you report early, instead of reporting late and then we losing the battle. So I think I entreat everybody to check, like she said, once a month at least, and then 3 months you let a clinician check you. That's good.
Thank you so much, Dr. Selassie. You couldn't have said it any better. And I entreat you all to check yourselves at home. If you couldn't get the illustration, and you saw me trying to, follow the doctor's advice. The men, they are very good at learning things like this because it benefits them. So it would be nice to actually get to know how to examine your own breast first and then actually be able to help your lady, your woman, or whoever to also check theirs. As I said, at the end of the day, it will benefit you. So together, let's learn to check our breasts every month and also see a medical expert every quarter. It's the month of breast cancer and cancer-related diseases and conditions. And I entreat you all to, stay informed and stay educated about this condition. I'm hoping that the next time we talk about this condition, we'll be informed that we're getting less people leaving us and not the other way around. Dr. Selassie, it's been fun. It's been nice having you on the A show.
Thank you.
I believe that you're coming back very soon to talk to us about, if not cancer, probably something else.
Sure.
And so we're going to make you one of our official doctors of the A show. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. I had so much fun here.
You had
today.
so much fun. High five.
Yes.
There we go. It's been fun having you on the show.
Thank
and
you.
I look forward to having you back on so soon. We'll go for a short break. Dr. Selassie will leave us and I introduce to you my next guests. We'll be right back.
It's Aisha on the A Show.
Ivan on the beat.
Truth Cast Entertainment. Loves
We are more than
Becca with the ish.
Big family, Charlie.
I'm a slave. I'm a slave. I am a slave.
It's Aisha on the A Show.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, oh my goodness, you've missed a lot. We are recording live at the Labadi Beach Hotel. It's beautiful. I keep telling you, if you are looking for wellness, if you are looking for good food, if you are looking for a good place to just enjoy yourself or to just relax, take a vacation or just, you know, have a good rest, then the place to be is the Labadi Beach Hotel. It gives you so much in terms of food, it gives you so much in terms of entertainment, and it gives you so much in terms of relaxation. What a better place to get all these and more in one place. We discussed breast cancer earlier on. Now we're going to let ourselves down and do some entertainment. I'm here with a young woman. I'm excited about this woman because I personally contacted her manager and asked that she comes on the A show. The reason was two. One, because I heard her on an interview and she mentioned that she went to my school. So that was like, okay. The second one was the fact that indeed she is gifted with talent. And I felt that if I had this platform, then I should also give her that opportunity. Because she's a woman doing her best and she needs all the support. Lizzie Bay, it's her name. That's a showbiz name actually. And she's coming up so strongly. You better watch out for her. Lizzie Bay, welcome on the A show.
Please, thank you.
How are you?
Please, I'm fine, and you?
Very well, thank you. You went to Ghana National College?
Yes.
Nananum.
Ayansafo.
Nananum.
Ayansafo.
Nananum.
Ayansafo.
That's right. That's right. That's the spirit. Nananum. Yeah. Anyansafo. So, Nyansafo. Yes. What's your real name?
Okay, I'm Che Elizabeth Ampa.
Che Elizabeth Ampa. From Cape Coast?
Yes, I'm from Cape Coast.
From Cape Coast. You were in Ghana National College?
Yes, Che Elizabeth Ampa. I'm the firstborn of my family. And also, from Cape Coast. My mom is half Nzima, my dad is from Central Region. And then I went to Ghana National in 2012 and I completed 2015.
2015.
Yes. I was once a sports girl too. I was the javelin thrower, discus, short path, and then volleyball.
So you completed in 2015?
Yes.
After 2015, were you singing when you were in school?
Yes, I used to sing, but I wasn't an entertainment prefect. I used to sing gospel.
Why were you hoping to be an entertainment prefect?
No, they asked me to join the committee, but I wasn't interested.
You were not interested?
Yeah,
so your talent, would you say you bettered it when you were in secondary school?
No.
Or you've always had that talent?
I've always had that talent since my parents gave birth to me, because the music is in their family.
Are your parents musicians?
My dad, I won't say he's a musician, but he was once a choir master and he used to compose songs.
Compose songs?
Yes.
So music has been in the family?
Yes, please.
So you've been gifted with that?
Sure. And then I went for a competition in Jomoro District, Western Region, which I took the first position.
You won
I won
the
everything.
competition.
Yeah.
So your talent did not start in school?
No.
It has always been with you?
Yes.
Have you been to any choir or anything like that? Most people will say, I will start from the school choir or the church choir or stuff. So what is your story? Where did you start yours?
Okay, well, I started my school, National.
You started yours in National?
I used to sing the joys of Ghana, we sing. So Mr. Atta said, so you have voice. You know Mr. Atta, I don't know whether you remember.
I obviously don't know Mr. Atta. He's
one man, he will make you laugh. Okay. So I was just sitting at the dining hall with one.
Just so you know, I didn't go to JSS.
It's not JHS. SS, I'm talking about.
So I didn't do JSS or SSS.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't know Mr. Atta, just for the record.
Okay. I understand you.
Thank you very much.
So I was singing the school anthem and Mr. Atta said, hey, come Brady. And once it's and so he started killing me. I was like, Mr. Atta.
So he encouraged you to actually.
At that moment, no, I have to go and join the choristers.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared. I wasn't even ready for it.
So he actually
yes.
took you out and said
I should
he
go and
thinks
join
that
the
you should be part of the school choir.
Yeah.
And so you joined.
Yes.
You reluctantly you joined the school choir.
And
but you knew that you had a talent. So why were you not already in the school choir?
Well, because when I was coming to the school, I didn't tell my parents. I didn't even tell myself that I want to come and join any denominations or anything. I'm just there to learn. I didn't come.
Okay. Okay. So you you started birthing or actually nurturing your talents
Yeah.
on campus, in as much as you already had that gift.
Yeah.
So that is where it started. At what point did you know that you were going to do music?
Okay. I've already had it in mind that I'll one day become a musician. At first, I was thinking that I would be a soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love their costume, and then if I see any soldier lady or soldier woman, I become so happy. So
You
I
admire
told-
them.
I do.
You already
admire
had
them.
an athletic background. Obviously, you are into sports, so probably that's where that passion was also coming from.
So I think, like I have everything, but I think I took music as a professional job because I had contract with UNICEF Star Ghana in 2016 election time. They asked us to do a peace song to campaign for peace to blah blah blah. So
To reign
yeah,
in the country.
Yeah. So we are about 25 ladies. They took only mine.
So from 2016, you were convinced that you needed to
Yes.
start or take music as your profession.
Yes.
Okay. So how many songs
I
have you done?
I have.
You won't let me finish my question. Hey, this woman is in a hurry.
No.
Hey, asam na yɛ was studio ha. Hey, sorry, I hope some is safe there. 2016, you did your program. You actually realized that you want to take music as your career, as your profession. So since then, you've been working on yourself. Did you have any music or any compilations down there before you decided you got this UNICEF program or whatever, or it was just after that you decided that you were going to do music?
No, I never had anything
You
like
didn't
that.
have anything. So in actual fact, you had not really started, nurturing your gifts. Okay. So how many songs do you have to your credits now?
I have 5.
5.
Yes.
I know about one song that actually I thought was beautiful. The song about women being slaves.
Yeah.
I thought that was very powerful, and so I would like you to do an a cappella. Unfortunately, our band is not in today, but you have a voice that I need Ghanaians to hear, and I'm sure that even though you've started coming out and doing yourself, social media and all those things, a lot of people are yet to know who you are. So hopefully this platform gives a lot of people that awareness that, hey, when you study, there's a girl out there who is also going to take this industry by storm. And so I want you to do for us an a cappella of your slave song. But before you do that, there's that slave song, and how many, and what else?
I have.
You said you have 5.
Toast of Love.
Toast of Love,
Hold Me Tight.
Hold Me Tight,
And then Obasima.
Obasima,
And then Valentine.
Ije, Toast of Love,
Tales of Love.
Tales
Of
and
Love.
then Hold Me Tight. I'm more interested. I'm more curious about the Hold Me Tight. But I wasn't Hold Me Tight.
Okay, Hold Me Tight. No, minya idea no wo abra meye UNICEF one contract ni we no. So I saw one guy talking to his girlfriend anyhow, like anyhow. No, I was just passing by. On your business, all right, but I look at the environment, things that is going on, then
They inspire you.
yeah, then
So,
I just, no, it's like, I told myself, so in case I want to date, am I going to get such guy like this? Or unless I'm going to get a good guy?
are you a good person?
Of course,
That
I'm
you
a
are
good
looking
person.
for a good person.
Oh yeah, no, Mr. Right, all right, but you to me a dan. But now me point I don't know why the lady was beautiful. Seriously, the girl is beautiful, and even when the guy was insulting, it was like me pocho fetcher me and
The
yes,
girl
still,
was so begging.
the girl was
even
begging.
though he was insulting her.
Yeah, but
Hey, yeah.
no, it's like when you're
So
nice,
that's where you got your inspiration
that
from.
me you're like when you're nice girl, they more up on the no. Hey, obini man can no asonimu ye. So that was asonimu ye na me de hold me tight.
Hold me
Na me
tight.
de for me and
I need an a cappella of that. Hold Me
I
Tight.
say, hold me close, I don't wanna lose you. So baby, hold me close, I still love you. I don't care the way you treat me, but I still love you. Hold me tight, hold me, baby, hold. I don't wanna lose you. I love you, I don't wanna listen to you. I love you, I don't wanna listen to people who say, oh, I love you, my love for you is real. Oh, I love you, so baby, hold me close and let me feel your touch. Don't cry no baby, I'm sorry. Me mama say me say Lizzie say, wo for be mama when in dawa. Me nim say mama pakasa. Love has betrayed me, so baby come back to me. I don't wanna lose you.
Hey, hold me tight in easy. Just one mommy crew member no crap. I can answer what butcher. Just oh no. Ibabe who do tight why. So to the one that actually really caught my attention, and the reason why I even said that we wanted you on this show was the slavery song. That what also inspired that song?
I chose Slave Wife as a song title because in recent marriages we are facing a whole lot. Even though I'm not married, but I've been singing things. As I said earlier, I always write my songs about things that is going on
in the environment.
Yes. So I chose a slave wife as a song title because our mothers and fathers are really suffering because of we the youngsters or the youth, that the ladies coming up these days applying heavy makeups, wearing sexy dresses to attract old men. Men that they know that person can give birth to them, and they know that the person is married. Yes, so they force themselves on them. Like as my brother said, the plastic. So, I want all those things now. Me put it up.
Slavery, monkey.
I see. Once upon a time, this guy told me, say, he likes my smile, so he go free marry me today. Mr. Kurana, ota family lipstick, tie, say me sukura, ojeje me so te sakoda. Ha, no mami shu for mokuta kutam ti senchifua. Ya ware fe na ya kwa ware ase. Ha, nenka no, otumika chem so baby. I like your sexiness. I like your poses, so nendos me a slave wife. No say and there, I am a slave wife, yo. No say and there, I am a slave wife, yo. No say and there, I am a slave wife, yo. No say and there, slave wife, yo. See, our real nation say na ya fe na wango ya say na dana no. Ha another me say si for my kameni. Ha, ye kan yo na so man fanye ti yasam impoku ya mieni ya dada me na medwi se me finta ban ene die mami brana rajuba sana me baba so mini abaywa hey osanka me shiransa na robaba ne meye bia enye no fe ne meka bia antu emme afida wana do na channel fukwo awari ya dani funguma awari nkoa ampa sese weni so beto noda incha bam sese weni so beto na ada incha bam ampa no say ende I am a slave wife, yo. No say ende I am a slave wife, Madam no say ende
slave wife, yo.
Thank you.
All right. What's in the a slave wife? I like the lyrics. I like the fact that I think that you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a voice that you need to really work on to even get better. And so on this platform today, I gave Anana this platform today because I believe in her talents. And I believe that she's going to take us all by storm. And so watch out for this young woman, because very soon she's equally going to invade your radios, your TVs, and all the social media handles that we have, because I want to believe that this talent is not going to go to waste, and she's going to be here for a very long time to come. I wish you the very best, Lizzie Bay, and tell us how we can follow you and all those things. So That's your camera. Talk to Ghana. They're watching you.
Okay, you can follow Lizzie Bae on IG, Lizzie Bae, LYZZYBAE, Facebook, LYZZYBAE, Twitter, LYZZYBAE. All social media platforms, you spell Lizzie Bae. YouTube, if you want to watch the slave wife video, go on YouTube, you spell Lizzie Bae, LYZZYBAE, featuring Familia, the Nothing I Get hit maker. Or you can spell my label name, Cricket Entertainment, CREWCUT, then you add the entertainment. You can watch us over there, you can get my videos. And then a big thanks to my CEO, Rafik Odum, Abena Kenwasti, I see you, more support. And then to my manager, Nat Bubu, blessed, Sally, and all my listeners, Lizzie Bae loves you.
Lizzie Bae is enjoying being in the limelight already, and I love that. She's well prepared because she has everything all sorted out. And so if you heard her handles and you love what you just saw in terms of her talent, I entreat you all to support her, like her pages, and also support her. I'm sure she's going to be coming out with concerts and big events very soon.
Sure.
Shedruwa came.
Nana, no, me really feel the way I'm a marriage. I'm the master. I'm busy with intermesses. Easy.
I know that.
But any akuma pebi there. Nyaso national of your team because other schools were. In fact, my first time meeting Nana no be there. Nyame sure normal kwantintin. Also nsira meka in the service for me nyame, but also mo beka den nsira nkono. Ni jizi no ono so beye den. Was be nyame sure pa.
Thank you so much. It's good to appreciate one another and each other. So we don't sit here, for me personally, I don't sit here because I have the platform, but I sit here, as I always say to you, so I can inform you, so I can educate you, entertain you, and also inspire you. If you find me on your screens every weekend, that is the only reason why I invade your space. So Lizzie Bae, this is your course to also use your beautiful voice to entertain us. So I also equally wish you all the best.
Thank you.
May the moon be your limits.
Amen.
And may God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you for coming on the A Show. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, Aisha Moment will be next.
It's Aisha on the A Show.
You agree with me that it's been very informative, this episode of the A Show, like all other episodes. But you know, in anything, even when we cook, there are days that it says so sweet than other days. So I want to believe that today we dished you with very, very delicious information that would actually go out, at the end of the day, impact your life and, you know, be a part of your lifestyle. We talked about cancer. We were specific with breast cancer. We've been informed that every month, personally, we should all try and check our breasts. Quarterly, we should go to the hospitals and get professionals to also check our breasts for us. And so I entreat all of you to check yourselves into the hospitals, learn how to examine yourselves at home, and also lend a helping hand to a friend. You met Lizzie Bae. She's a young, promising artist coming up. Before we say Jack, she'll be all over the place like we've seen others do. Support her if you think that she has very good and beautiful talents. And together, let's be there for one another. Doing what is right today means no regrets tomorrow. Until I come your way next week. I am your girl Aisha. Say, take care. I love you for watching. And I'll see you.